Feed your mind, feed your mind, feed your mind right. You are welcome back to our channel, and we appreciate your subscription, your likes, and all your comments you send us. Today we are going to recap and expand the power of repetition. We have an earlier video on the power of repetition, and in fact your feedback and your eagerness for more on the power of repetition is so great. So we are doing a follow-up or an expanded version of that video. The power of repetition. There is really power in repetition. You know, there are so many quotes about the power of repetition that this video is focused on making you aware of the performance or the power of repetition in play. What is it that you want? Do you have a goal? There are so many steps that you can follow, and repeatedly you will get to your aim or your goal. Some of the quotes that indicates the power of repetition are: a journey of 1,000 miles begins with one step. The journey of 1,000 miles begin with that baby steps. Doesn't matter how far you are going, but just taking a step one at a time, one at a time, one at a time. You don't have to see the long way to the end. Just take it one at a time. And there is this quote: one day at a time. Take one day at a time. It is well with you. Another one is: we eat an elephant one bite at a time. How big and gargantuan an elephant is, if you really want to eat it, just take it one at a time. You know, the book by Brian Tracy, Eat That Frog, how ugly the frog is. But when it comes to the elephant, it doesn't matter how big your dream is. If you want to build an estate, it's just one block at a time or one building at a time. If you want to get a degree, you just have to start, and one day at a time you take the courses. Before you begin a journey, you don't have to see all the traffic lights green before you set off. You just have to take it one at a time. And that is the power of repetition. What is it that you want? How big is it? Don't tell God how big your problem is, but take your problem to a big God. The power of repetition. Another quote that indicates how powerful this law is a tree does not make forest. A number of trees. Do you want to build a forest? Begin planting the trees. Do you want your environment to be greener? One tree at a time, and we will get there. Did you know that water can cut stone? How, you may ask? It's all because of the power of repetition. Have you watched water draining from a rooftop, and all of a sudden, whatever stone there is begins to create hole? It could even be concrete, it creates hole. Even the stones on the mountains, they are affected by the little drops of water on a particular spot repeatedly. The power of repetition also helps us to begin to focus. And as you begin to focus, put in energy, and whatever it is, grow. The power of repetition helps us to develop habits. Whatever habit it is, the power of focus, power of repetition, put energy into your focus, and you begin to see your life change from what it was to what it is and to what it will become. The power of repetition. So I keep repeating it because it is so powerful. You know, the body as we have it is an accumulation of food. If you choose, you eat 3 times a day. Once you feed the body well, the law of nature is like that it will grow very well. away from any kind of disease or illness. Just feed the body well, because it's an accumulation of food. If the food you feed the body is not the best of food, you know the end results. You know, there are laws that govern this universe, and if you follow the laws through the power of repetition, the end result is magnificent. The end result is something you will love, something you will like, and that is what God wants for us. Lack of knowledge, my people perish. Lack of the awareness of the law of repetition and other laws give you the results that you have today. Feed your mind right. We urge you to continue to study, for it is through the repetition. You know, let's come to one of the quotes. We said, you learn how to write your name by learning an alphabet a day. What is it that you really desire to have? Begin to study. Begin to learn. Not just the academic learning, but the values of life that are timeless. The values of life that are timeless. Love your neighbor as yourself. Being kind and generous. You know, the powers of God that is within us, that fills our hearts with a burning desire to live just as the Creator wants us to live. It's all in the power of repetition. Journey of 1,000 miles begin with one step. You cannot build a forest with one tree. It's just a number of trees that make a forest. Build a mansion one block at a time. When you take the days, the seconds make the minutes make the hours makes the day makes the weeks makes the month makes the years, and the years make the centuries. Oh God, this is so big. One at a time, one at a time, one at a time, one at a time. And when you begin to focus, maybe you don't have to do so many at a time, but when you take one, put all your focus and energy on it and watch it grow. Watch it grow. And as it grows, it becomes automatic. Then you can leave it. Then you go. Focus on another one. Let it grow. Let it grow. It becomes automatic. Then you leave it. As these two are growing, focus on another one. As it begins to grow. And whatever you seek, is it the millions? Is it the good health? One at a time. One at a time. One at a time. And you will surely get there. You know, we are also, feed your mind right, on a journey of creating so many videos, creating so many followers. And I bet you, we are really also learning from this power, this great power in repetition, creating one video at a time. We continue to create because you continue to subscribe, follow us, and share. Continue to give us your comments. Be with us, and I bet you your dream will be yours for the taking. You will be happy to look back and say, I was, now I am. Feed your mind right. Thank you for subscribing.